Hi everyone, the Greek Goddess of Great Reading here. This is officially my last video of 2014. I made it. It's been an exciting first year for me in the book reviewers universe. I guess I was too lazy to make a blog where I had to write out the reviews, but I prefer talking about the books that I love, so I thought I would do it this way. So make use of my YouTube channel. So I'm just going to get started with my top 10 books that I've read in 2014. These aren't necessarily books that all came out in 2014. A good majority of them are, but some of them aren't. So it's not based off of when they were published, it's just based off what books I did read. So number 1 is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me and Other Concerns by Mindy Kaling. I realized this was the only nonfiction book that I read this year and reviewed, and it's interestingly enough my favorite one. It's sort of a biography told from a different perspective by Mindy Kaling. She is the creator of the Mindy Project and also stars in it. She was also in The Office and wrote a few episodes for that TV show. They're both really funny TV shows, so you should definitely check out her shows as well as read her biography. Not a Drop to Drink by Mindy McGinnis. This was a post-apocalyptic world where water is running out and you will do anything to get it. So I'm not going to go into much detail. You can always check out all my other reviews for each of these books that I will mention in here, because I don't want to make this like a 10-minute review video. Number 3, Prisoner of Night and Fog by Anne Blankman. This was a murder mystery amidst the National Socialist Party pre-World War II. This thrilling novel will have you gasping at the revelations and swooning at the forbidden romance of a Nazi darling and a Jewish reporter. Number 4, Tiger Lily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. I'm a big fan of Peter Pan fiction, even if it's not necessarily directed at Peter Pan. It could be about Captain Hook, it could be about the Darlings, it could be about Tinkerbell, but I love all of it, and it's the first time I've ever heard anything specifically about Tiger Lily and her backstory, so it's a really great read if you like looking into other sort of aspects of your classics like Peter Pan. Number 5 is Gated by Amy Christine Parker. So it's a great look at what it might be like to live inside a cult and how difficult it is to break away from that community upon the realization that you're living in a cult. It's a really scary book, actually, and really sort of, like, it keeps you sort of breathless, in my opinion, and I really liked it, and I don't usually like thriller books too much, but this one was a really good read. Tallinn by Julie Kagawa is number 6. It's a modern retake of classic star-crossed lovers, except Romeo is soldier and Juliet is a dragon. Interesting. And Julie Kagawa, so many people love Julie Kagawa, and with great reason. She is the author of 2 very successful Worlds series, the Iron Fae series, continuing on with her Call of the Forgotten series, and also her Blood of Eden series. She creates really wonderful worlds, even though the world in this book is one that is within our own realm, the human realm. It is still really well written, and the characters are really interesting to read about. Number 7, To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. This was just a really cute read, and it really was just, it's one of the ones more so that is kind of just a classic high school romance story. It has no sort of elements of paranormal in it or fantasy. So if you like that type of sort of modern YA books, then this is something that you might like to pick up. Number 8, The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Well, with the movie coming out this year, I thought I should take a look at this series because the movie did look very interesting. The movie is honestly not as good as the books. That never seems to work out in the case of the movie. I watched maybe the first 10 minutes and I couldn't handle it anymore. So I do highly recommend that you check out the entire series. It's really great, and once again, very thrilling reads. Number 9, The Color Purple by Alice Walker. I just recently reviewed this, and it might have something to do with that fact because it's so fresh in my mind that it's on this list of my top 10 books. But honestly, it's a classic, and it is one of the greatest stories I've read about female empowerment, and especially female empowerment among minorities. And finally, number 10 is Atlantia by Ali Condie. I reviewed this one recently. This book isn't about mermaids, as I unfortunately found out, but it is a type of post-apocalyptic Atlantis where people live under the sea to escape the destruction of the earth, and people on the earth are still providing them with resources to live. But then there is sort of conflict between those two worlds, and then the world under the sea starts to crumble, and there's one girl who can save all of them, and it is up to her to take on that task by herself, which is a big thing for one person to do, to save your entire world. But that is the case with most heroines and heroes. So that's it, guys. That's 2014. I look forward to another year of book reviewing. Right now I'm reading Catch-22, one of my Christmas presents, and that will be my first review for 2015 whenever I get around to it. School is starting again, and it's a big book, so hopefully I can get it out to you soon. But until next time, guys, Happy New Year, and keep reading.